Hello 7.3 Powerstroke fans. Today we're doing a routine oil change on a 7.3 Powerstroke. Proper oil maintenance is extremely important for any engine, but especially for the oil-fired 7.3. So let's dive in. For this service we'll need an oil filter. We like Motorcraft and Donaldson filters. More on that in a little bit. A 19mm socket and ratchet for the drain plug. Note that some aftermarket plugs are 16mm, so it's a good idea to keep both on hand. A hammer and punch or other sharp tool for draining the filter. However, this is an optional step. A band wrench for removing the oil filter. And 15 to 17 quarts of 15W40 oil. First, let's drain the old oil. While the oil drains, we'll get the filter off. Punching a hole in it first, as we did here, is an old mechanic's trick that some like and some don't. The idea behind it is the hole makes the job a little less messy as the oil drains from it, as opposed to from around the sealing surface and then all the way down the filter. It can also make stubborn filters a little easier to remove. Again, some prefer it, some call it a waste of time, to each their own. Either way, the band wrench is used to unthread the filter from the filter assembly. Now, if you're not poking a hole in the filter first, keep in mind the filter and assembly will be full of oil. So only loosen the filter a little bit and let the oil drain before removing the filter completely. A very important tip that many of us have neglected to follow, as much as we hate to say it. Make sure the old filter gasket is not stuck to the filter assembly. They like to stick around there, and if you put a new filter on with the old gasket in place, the engine will just pump all 15 quarts of that brand new expensive oil straight onto the ground. So always take a second and check. Before installing the new filter, we'll fill it up with new oil. This is done to help get oil flowing through the engine as quickly as possible. Again, most consider this step very necessary. However, many think it's a waste of time. We definitely think it's worth the extra minute to pre-fill the filter. The new gasket gets a coat of oil to ease with installation and removal, and the filter is installed. Some info on the Donaldson filters versus the Motorcraft filters. Now, we like both, but the Donaldson filter does hold more oil. It has around 5 microns better filtering capability. And due to the increased size, it has more filtering capacity. There's just more filter material in it than with the Motorcraft filter. However, the Donaldson filter can have clearance issues with the sway bar on some trucks. This happens most commonly on two-wheel drive and stock height 4x4 trucks. But it doesn't happen with all of them, so check your clearances before making your filter choice. With a new copper washer, the drain plug is reinstalled, and we're on to refilling the engine with oil. If you do this for a living, you'll likely have one of these fancy adapters, but if not, a funnel works just fine. We fill it till the oil shows up on the dipstick and the hash marks. Then the engine is started and ran until it builds oil pressure and promptly shut off. Last, we'll check the oil level and top off as necessary. And we're done till the next one.